Football Spy is back in January. In the meantime, welcome to MFTV. Between now and the opening day of the winter transfer market, we will be with you every day with paper reviews, interviews and taking your views on the big issues, the breaking stories and all the big match action. And we start today with a look back at what you have to say was a very disappointing last day of the transfer window. I actually wish I had some sad music to play with our first paper, because David James's failure to get on the lifeboat out of Portsmouth's sinking ship means it really is the end of his footballing world. He now has a season of picking the ball out of the Fratton Park net and hoping that he'll still be uppermost in the thoughts of Fabio Capello, ahead of Ben Foster at Man U and Robert Green, who's doing very well at West Ham. Another player left twiddling his thumbs with the transfer window closed is David Bentley. Talk of a move to Man City got him excited yesterday, and there were rumours of a late one to Liverpool, but that turned out to be fantasy as well. And if you can take a look at Manx a Million spread in today's Daily Mirror or on mirrorfootball.co.uk, it basically highlights the winners, the losers and the gamblers from the transfer window. I think the big winners, as we told you last night, are the likes of Man City with Adebayor, Tevez, Lescott, Barry, Santa Cruz and Torre. Also Spurs, Chelsea and Everton have all spent wisely. Portsmouth you already know about as being losers with a stack of loan deals, free transfers and rejects. And another loser is the Liverpool striker Ryan Babel. He's given an interview to the Dutch magazine De Telegraaf saying that he fancies a loan move to Ajax in January because he's still not playing regularly enough at Anfield. As the fallout shakes down, we heard that striker Marlon Harewood was close to a move to Hull before it broke down. Joe Ledley's been offered a new deal at Cardiff after Wolves filed to price him away. Martin Petrov's agent has given an interview in Bulgaria saying that the winger's unhappy at not getting his move to Spurs and insisting that he'll move on a free next summer. And the word is that German club Hertha Berlin claim close to signing Roman Pavlyuchenko from Spurs but could not come up with the cash. I think Arsenal are gambling by not buying another centre-half or central defender. Wigan have got lots of untried players in the Premier League, and Blackburn looks set for a relegation fight. Liverpool too looks set for yet another season relying on Torres and Gerrard to get them out of trouble. Away from the transfer window, and although I've described Chelsea as one of the big winners, there may be trouble ahead, judging by this exclusive in the Star. They say that Nicolas Anelka's angry at not getting a new contract this season. He picked up the Golden Boot as top scorer in the Premier League last year, but Chelsea have cancelled some planned meetings with him, saying that the club have got a policy of not giving players over 30 a new deal until they are in the final year of their contracts. Anelka turned 30 in March. As I said before, there may be trouble ahead. Venturing further away from the transfer window, the Sun have got the continuing fallout from the Eduardo affair on their back page. UEFA have banned the Arsenal striker for 2 matches and say they will explain their reasoning in a statement tomorrow. All I can say is that it had better be good, because as you know, my own personal opinion is that Eduardo has been incredibly harshly treated when there are English players who dive just as much and as blatantly as he did the other day. The Daily Mail say that now UEFA should go hunting for all of them, and I agree. To be fair, this whole story has set the agenda for the rest of the season, because anyone now who tries a Tom Daley in the Champions League will get hammered. Luckily, lots of you have been going fairly easy on me, even though Frank Ribery, like some of you had been predicting, hasn't moved clubs this summer. In fact, Paul Murphy on our emails gone one better and suggested an alternative competition to win the Total 90 Shoot 2 boots, and we like it. We want you to guess which manager will be the first to leave his club this season. Paul thinks it's going to be Sam Allardyce. I think it will be Alex McLeish at Birmingham. They play good stuff, but crazy Carson Young sniffing around trying to buy the club. And the last time he did that, Steve Bruce ended up leaving for Sunderland. But what do you think? Email us on spy@mirror.co.uk or post on YouTube. Remember to include your boot size. This is indeed one competition where we will get a winner. Now, just a couple more stories for you. And I like this one in the Sun. Apparently, Dimitar Berbatov's been allegedly warned off being interested in the attractive model Nicoleta Lozanova, who was the Bulgarian Playmate of the Year in 2006. Apparently, according to The Sun, her boyfriend's a bit of a gangster, and Berbatov's been left in no doubt that he would be better off concentrating on his game. Poor old Berbatov. These days, he can't even score off the pitch. Some of you have been asking for the top transfers of the summer, so here they are. At number 10, Tunkai, good bit of business to get a cracking striker for just £5 million. He'll give them much more cutting edge up front. At number 9, Sebastian Basson went from Newcastle to Spurs. He felt he was too good to be playing Championship football. And to be fair, he is. Even the £9 million that Spurs paid for him is a bit of a bargain. Carlos Tevez is at number 8. People look at his goals ratio for United and don't rate him, but he will get a hatful for City this season to prove that he's one of the best strikers in the world. Laurent Canard went from Marseille to Sunderland. He's a bit of a coup for Steve Bruce. The Marseille defensive midfielder is a quality player and was at one time looked at by Arsenal. And number 6, Daniil Bialetdinov. He went from Lokomotiv Moscow to Everton. A good bit of business with the Jolie and Lescott money. Number 5, Johnny Heitinga. He went from Atletico Madrid to Everton. He can play right back and centre half. Another good quality replacement for Lescott. At number 4, Emmanuel Adebayor. The Gunners get the money, but City get a new and improved goal machine. At number 3, Thomas Vermaelen went from Ajax to Arsenal. Some people said he was a bit small, but then they watched him play and realised that he's class. Number 2, Michael Owen went on a free to Manchester United. A great signing for them. So too was Samuel Eto'o for Inter Milan. £40 million as well they got in exchange for Ibrahimovic. I like this in the Sun. The Fire Brigade received a 999 call the other day from neighbours of the Arsenal midfielder Cesc Fabregas. They went rushing round there only to find that he had burnt his dinner. They left after realising that there was no emergency, but we want you to tell us what you think he was cooking. No prizes or anything, it's just a bit of fun. Before we go, just time to tell you that Colchester have confirmed Adi Boothroyd as their new manager and Southampton have signed a Tunisian centre-back Radi Jaidi. More details of both of them and all the other fallout from deadline day on mirrorfootball.co.uk. I'll see you next time.